Hey guys, welcome back. Let's play Shadow Hearts Covenant. Last time we broke in to try and get our hands on Foreign Minister Ishimura. And then we took down what was he, a lieutenant? Lieutenant Colonel? We took him down once again, this time in his big giant mech that somehow fit in the house. Not sure how that works. But anyway, that's last time. This time, we watch cutscenes.
So, you finally come.
You're Ishimura, the foreign minister?
I am he.
I've wanted to meet you.
You're Hyuga's son, aren't you?
Yeah.
And who has hired you to kill me? Russia? China?
Nobody.
Then... why is it that you seek to take my life?
'Cause you're nothing but a murdering son of a bitch.
Nonsense.
You're planning to use Nikolai to set off a war in Russia, aren't you?
To protect Japan from the West, yes, that's correct.
What do you mean?
Unless someone in Asia stands up to them, the Western powers will take over here. China, Korea, and Japan all will fall. But I will not allow my beloved homeland to suffer such an ignoble destiny.
That's a load of bull. Why do you have to stir up a war in Russia to do that?
China capitulated, gave in to the West 100 years ago. Among all the nations of Asia, only Japan has been able to take a stand against them. But in order to successfully continue resisting, we must become bigger and stronger. We must plant the seeds of future power now on the Asian continent. And when the moment finally arrives for us to hurry to the aid of the beleaguered Russia, it will be Japan that will become the supreme ruler of all of Eurasia.
So, that's why you've done all this?
Correct.
Is that why you used Kato to kidnap Nikolai?
It was always my firm intention to have him become the ruler of the new Russia.
That's insane. If you do that, it's gonna set off a whole new war.
All wars end eventually. Suffering is merely temporary.
What about all the people that die?
An unfortunate necessity.
Bastard.
You can kill me, but my plan will not end. Someone will take my place. No. Stay in there, Kosuke. Kosuke, get away from here!
Leave my grandpa alone! Don't you dare touch my grandpa, you hear?
Out of the way!
Kosuke! Please. My grandson is innocent. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. I'm begging you. Please. Please.
Don't you dare beg for his life! What about the people you sent to kill in your name? What about the children whose lives have been snuffed out by your soldiers? How many parents have begged just like you for their children's lives? They cried and begged and pleaded for their lives. And they were killed anyway. They tried to protect their homes, and they were killed anyway. How many people will you sacrifice for your stupid, petty ambitions? Protecting them from the West, huh? Well, protect this! Doing it for your country, huh? Well, here's what I think of that! I say you did it for yourself! Stupid, arrogant idiot! You should rot in hell! Rot in hell! Rot in hell!
What the fuck, Yuri?
Where's Yuri? Huh?
Well,
He's still pretty down, huh? Well, I'll see what I can do to help.
Roger?
Karen, the leader of the Inugami clan was looking for you.
For me, you sure?
Yes, she's at the Fountain of Sukune. Yeah. You couldn't kill him, huh?
No.
Even though you wanted to, right?
Yeah.
Hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Good. That's how it's supposed to feel. He's lost it all. His iron soldiers, his mad scientist, Kato, Nikolai, everything. All he's got to look forward to is a short, sad life. But it's more than enough time to think over all the crimes he's committed.
The thing is, even he was just doing what he thought was right. He was fighting for his country, his grandson. But what have I been fighting for? When that kid was staring at me like that, I realized I had no idea.
You're fighting for Alice, are you not? I think that you are.
Huh?
For the world she loved so much. The future. And also you. Her dreams were very important to you. So I think that maybe you fight to try to help her dreams come true. Am I wrong?
Alice.
Come on. You've got to buck up. This isn't like you. No matter how much you want to, you know you can't change the past.
I know that. But I can't stop.
It's difficult to live a life without having any regrets. Yeah, I've been alive for 700 years, and I've spent most of that time regretting. That's right, laugh. Laugh and just go on. That's the best thing to do. Then you can look back at even the saddest things and smile. Yuri,
Yeah?
I'm going to bring Alice back to you.
What?
The emigre magic that Kato used on Ulka. Many famous wizards have tried and failed. Even I have felt its dark call. However, I've always resisted its temptations.
But...
What is Kato planning? We simply have to find out what his intentions are. Like he said, the secret is in the book.
You're going to bring the dead back to life?
The two of us will. If one of us goes crazy and turns into a monster, then the other one will be forced to kill him and stop the magic. How about it?
Okay. I want to do it.
Good. Then let's hurry up and take off for Europe. Now I've got to prepare the tools I need in order to perform the ritual.
You want to see me?
You wanted to see me. Get your grammar right.
So, how is he doing? He's still pretty depressed. I'm sure he will be fine soon. Yes. He is so much like my brother, inside and out. Is he really? You care for him, don't you?
Hey, we got a flush of red. Admit it.
Yes, I like him a lot. I thought so. A woman like me. Do you think he could ever love me? Love you? I mean, you'd know as his aunt. Oh, come now. Don't be silly. Of course he could love you. Thank you so much. You're welcome. But what is it exactly that's worrying you? What is it, my dear? Nothing. It's just... Yes? I know that he doesn't feel the same way. Are you sure?
Then why did you ask?
He's still in love with Alice. Alice? His lover. She died protecting him. But I love him too, more than anything.
Why?
I don't think he knows how I feel.
He's clueless. Of course he doesn't.
But you do plan to fight for him, don't you?
Yes.
That boy was born under a strange star. His whole life, he's been fighting with his destiny.
His destiny?
Yes. No matter what he does, he cannot escape. You too, Karen. You were born with a heavy destiny as well.
Me too?
Yes. I called you to this place because I wish to give you this. It's a photo of him from just before he went overseas. I thought that you might like to see what he looked like as a child.
Okay then, that's about all the time we have. No. We gotta pick apart the last 3 big cutscenes we had. First of all, we're gonna go back to that last one last, but or the first one last, because I got a lot to say on that one. The cheering up moment there with Roger and Yuri, that makes perfect sense. You know, not that we need to revive Alice, but for some reason we also need to figure out why Kato's doing something, even though we just know that he's now our enemy because he said it, and we don't really know what he's up to. But we're his enemy now, so we got to figure out what's going on. That's fine, whatever. And then we have to revive Alice. Somehow that's going to lead to us figuring out. I'm not sure how that works, but the game, I'm sure, will explain it. This past scene with... I have my full party, so I don't even need to go back here, but I'm going to anyway, just because I think it made sense to go and check, see what was going on here, and it's a whole lot of nothing. Also, we can come back here, if you were wondering. Not that we can do anything, but yeah, Karen, you know, her feelings have been obvious for quite some time. For some reason, like, I guess Saki is, you know, she's some sort of a medium, maybe. She seems to be a little bit prophetic, so there's that. We'll get back to that picture later. Don't you worry. I have plenty of things to say. And finally, what the hell? Where the hell did that whole scene come from? Yuri is a giant dick now for no reason. There wasn't anything set up in this game thus far that would lead to that much anger on Yuri's part. Now, the fact that the kid came out to protect his parental figure, it's very plain as day that that's a reference back to what Yuri had to do when he was trying to protect his mom from the monsters that Dehwai set on them in the first game, or prior to the first game, I guess. But yeah, let's go back to the Imperial Capital. We can actually go back to the residence. It's kind of an odd thing to go back to, but there is a reason to. But yeah, I don't really know why Yuri got so angry out of nowhere, and nobody really stopped him. I think that's kind of weird, because the anger that he gave us, it wasn't earned. There was nothing that we did that earned that amount of anger toward Ishimura. Now, if we had seen some of the evidence of what those soldiers were doing, other than the fact that they tried to kidnap and control Russia through kidnapping Nikolai and sending soldiers after Naniwa, there's very little evil that we've seen Ishimura do. We know from the player's perspective that he's done some other things, but Yuri doesn't know squat. And so the whole, you know, great ball of anger that he lets out doesn't seem to come from anywhere specific, and I don't think the amount of anger that we saw was earned by the story. This guy is a lottery member, so we'll do this. We'll get slow number 3. I'll probably have to reload a few times. This is reverse ring. Kind of sucks. I think I missed it. I missed it. It only took 4 attempts. That's not terrible, I guess. Slow number 3. But yeah, that scene just bothers me because it comes out of nowhere. Ishimura hasn't really been our enemy. Yes, he's behind the scenes controlling things, it seems, but in the grand scheme of things, he hasn't really done all that much that should anger Yuri in terms of his personal connection to anything. Like, yeah, he's trying to start a war, and that's not necessarily good, and he's controlling people from behind the scenes, but a lot of it hasn't really affected Yuri directly, and that just doesn't work very well. Let's go back here. And I'm actually going to save and see you in a second. And the reason we want to do that is because look who's back. Something I want to talk to you about. I'm going to go start work. A little young. Going to be the Lottery Society girl. All the handsome young men to think. Well, that's a little young for that, but it'll be so degrading. Karando, what's on your mind there, buddy? Oh, so you're just a lottery member. Did it now? I'm not sure what it has to do with the lottery, but sure. Cool. Want to do the lottery? Why not? As you can see, we can get thief earrings. Those are very good. We will use those for the rest of the game. Strike expands. We can also get those here. I would recommend trying to waste most of your tickets on strike expands here. After that, we only have, I believe, one more lottery member left that we haven't done, and we need to get 2 things out of them, and that's it. Now, I don't know... I disagree, video game. I do not think I pressed it there, but okay. Anyway, I will reload and I'll do a whole bunch of the strike expands, and then we'll end with doing that. Let's see how many lottery tickets I have. Yeah, save 2. The rest of them you can waste on getting additional strike expands here. You don't have to. We can just buy them, but it's easy enough to do the strike expands. It's a little harder to do the red one there, but shouldn't be too difficult. I will see you in a few minutes. And success! We've got a whole bunch of extra strike expands and the thief earrings. And I saved 2 lottery tickets for what's coming up next, which means I now have to do what I've already been doing, which is saving and reloading if I screw up. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. That's entirely up to you. But yeah, if you can think of any reason why Yuri threw such a tantrum in that scene to start off the video, let me know in comments, because I don't think it was earned as far as the story goes. I think they needed to make the connection a little bit better. I also think that the kid going up in front of him should have froze Yuri a lot more than it did. Like, it froze him for an instant, and then he just completely abandons it and pushes the kid out of the way. I guess what the kid coming in would have prevented Yuri from killing the guy, but I think that's probably what they were going for there. But I don't like the scene. I don't think it works very well in the context of the game. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments, and yeah, that's pretty much all the time I have for this one. Next time, we're going to go back to Europe, and the Queen's Garden has been unlocked. Interesting. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.